Everybody, hello. Just making sure the mic sounds okay today. It's been a little fuzzy lately. How are y'all doing? That's right. Hey, welcome Kiznor VR, a new chatter here. Adventure T, welcome Super Ninja, and Gunga Din. Sounds Gucci. I'm not as cool as you, Trill Dan. I don't even know what that means, man. Yeah, Adventure T is talking about some Peppa Pig. I was playing with my son last night, and so he was trying to message me while I was playing Peppa Pig on Xbox. I'm not sure I remember you, Kiznor. You got to remind me, brother. You got to remind me. I'm sure we've met. Have we met IRL? There you go. And what's up, Gunga Din? Thanks for the love, everybody. Thanks for the love. Not Gartakis. All right. Hey, what's up, Not? Or Kiznor? Awesome. Welcome. This is Ask Me Anything, where you can, quite literally, ask me anything. I am a pastor. I go by LeveLUpPastor online, and this is just a segment where we, as a Level Up community, as we seek to level up in our gaming, our faith, and our life, we are just trying to level up in our faith and our life. This is a time where we focus away from the gaming a little bit and just have fun together, just chat it up, talk about something maybe even deeper, something a little lighter. It doesn't really matter. We'll just go wherever the chat leads us. So, Kiznor's question is, how am I? I am doing okay. I'm doing all right. A little worn down today, to be honest with you. I just had a meeting planning a funeral for this Friday, so it's never like easy per se, planning a funeral or something like that. But it is this one hits home a little bit more, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of been a lot. But Adventure T and Super Ninja, Super Ninja wants to know, what are you going to stream on the Lunchbox tomorrow? That's a great question. I always like keeping you guys in suspense, but I think I may play a little bit of Among Us. and see if some of y'all want to join, see what's what. Just have a little bit of fun. It's a chill game. It's kind of funny, that kind of deal. So yeah, I think Among Us will be what we do tomorrow. So, but we'll see. We can always change it midstream too. I can be like, all right, that's enough for now. Let's go play something else. Let's go play Peppa Pig. No Minecraft murder mystery from the Hive. Not at this time, but maybe we will. I'm on a youth trip staying at a house filled with 15 people and giving to the homeless. Stayed up till 1 a.m. preparing food. Oh, man. Kiznor for the win, man. Hey, way to go. Way to go on that. Being on a youth trip, doing that kind of work, that's awesome. It's your favorite game on the Hive, Super Ninja. Well, maybe we'll have to play both and compare the two. So that's cool, man. But way to go, Kiznor, for serving and leveling up in your life by applying your faith to your life. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Oh, Adventure T's question from earlier is this one. What game will you be playing in the video where you record and I edit? I was thinking Minecraft. You're more of the Minecraft guy. Speaking of Minecraft, one thing I thought about doing was actually a hardcore mode challenge. I really enjoy hardcore mode on Minecraft, and I feel like that is, for me, that's the best. And one time I was even trying to do a wood tools only on hardcore mode. So we could do something kind of wild like that. I think that would be kind of fun. Let me know what you think in the comments or in the chat right now. What kind of Minecraft video you'd be interested in seeing. What kind of Minecraft challenge or video you remember, or you would be interested in seeing. So, all right, Super Ninja says, LeveLUpPastor, remember when we were playing hardcore mode and we saw the woodland mansion, but then we both died because of the skeleton with the flaming arrows. Yes, I remember that very well. Let me adjust my focus here. Oh, that's a little better. Venture T shot the sheriff. Did he shoot the deputy? I don't know. That's crazy. I love hardcore mode, though. I enjoy the challenge. And for me, a game is fun when I have the challenge. I have something to accomplish, something to strive for. And let me tell you, lately, I have not been playing well in Fortnite. And that hurts my heart a little bit, but I need to not place my identity in how well I play Fortnite. Roblox, grow a garden, bypass the world record of most players online. Grow a garden on Roblox, huh? What is grow a garden on Roblox? I mean, it sounds like where you literally grow a garden, but what is the premise of the game? Kiznor. All right. Maybe it's because I was play Battles 2 better than Fortnite. I don't think so. I don't think I would play Battles 2 better than Fortnite because when I was on Battles 2, I got smoked, man. Adventure T, I didn't know half the things you were talking about. It was crazy. All you do is grow a garden and sell them all and get better fruit. All right. More active players right now than all of Fortnite. Wow. Has insane challenges. Has an insane challenge? Sure. Yeah. But it also, part of the streaming thing too, and I know you guys have lots of different games, that we play, and we want to check out new stuff too. I do like challenges, but here's the thing, is I like it to be on a game that I enjoy. And I gotta say, Adventure T, I didn't quite enjoy Battles 2 as much as I enjoyed Battles 6. But I would say the games I enjoy the most are Fortnite, Minecraft, survival mode, especially hardcore mode. And I really enjoy Cuphead. Before Battle 6, before GTA 5. Yeah. What's a game I wouldn't play? Well, I would try any game, like I'll give any game. Battle 6, Adventure T, I got Netflix streaming, so I have Netflix, and you can actually get certain games on Netflix. So I played it on my phone actually, and there would be a way to actually capture what's on my phone, mobile phone, onto the screen. Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does exist. I promise. Battles TD6 is or Bloons TD6 is on Netflix Gaming, and then somewhere else too. I'm not sure. BTD6, not Battle 6. Now you're just being silly, Adventure T. You know what I mean when I say Battles 6. Bloons TD6. So actually, BTD6 doesn't exist either. Bloons TD6 exist. Look at this. Look at this. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Bloons TD6. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't like the battling part is not so much for me. I'm not as into that. So I enjoyed Bloons TD6. It seems a little simpler for me. I appreciate Kisnor saying this. Let me go down to this. Oh, I don't have feature chat on this part. Let's do that. Yep. You deserve more subs. I agree, Kisnor. And speaking of subs, we had 166, went down to 165. Oh, it's so demoralizing. Actually, it's not that bad. But the way to get more subs is just sharing with people online, just letting them know, hey, tune into this. And one of the easiest ways you can invite them is if we have a stream coming up that you really like, that you're really interested in, and you feel good about inviting a friend to. So that is the best way that we're going to grow, is by getting more people together, sharing up. Only like to watch people with like millions of subscribers. Sometimes, speaking of subs, you'd get bunches if I edited your vids. Well, here's the thing, Adventure T. You said that you would increase my sub count by like 21%, but so far you haven't sent anyone over, as far as I know. You haven't sent anyone over. You didn't even send them over when we were on Balloons, when we were doing Battles TD2. So, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. I do think, but I said views, not subs. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. I will say this, though. It does seem that whenever I put more shorts out, a lot of times people will just sub because of that short. And there's a lot of talk that needs to be done in terms of local churches and things like that. I need to just talk to different people, let them know what's up, let them know what's going on, what this ministry is all about, and just tell them about that. Yeah. I was going to wait until you've officially became a balloonster and not just because of a one time. So you're holding out. You're holding out. All right. I got it. All right. Trill Dan said earlier, what's a game I wouldn't play? Here it is. What's a game I wouldn't play? Well, the thing is, I'd play almost any game, but I play nearly any game. And honestly, most of the time, I like to play. That's kind of how this whole ministry started. Is I thought about, like, okay, what are the games that kids and young people are playing already? So I like that. I've had trouble with Call of Duty lately. I've tried to play some COD, and it is so much different than when I was in high school. So that's been kind of a struggle. So it's not only know of a game no one would play is GTA 6 because they keep delaying it. But I have played some Grand Theft Auto back in the high school days. Fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at that, frankly. But that's up to you. I'm going to go back to work. Bye-bye. All right, bye, Kisnor. Way to serve. Love your break. Love that you chose the Level Up stream for your break. Back in my day, Adventure T, making me feel old, perfect. Nothing's better, man. Nothing's better. All right, so Trill Dan, I'm trying to answer your question. I keep going. I need to make flyers. I feel like flyers is old school, man. But if you would hand them out, and that'd be okay. Maybe I should make flyers. Maybe I should just make everything, huh? All this time I have? It's crazy. I would try any game, especially to get more viewers. And also, we also need more. We need to be able to, at some point, to reach a female audience too. I'd love to do that. That's a challenge to tackle as well. So hey, man, when my sister was younger, she played the Barbie games, and I'd play those Barbie games too. So any game that's kind of interesting, but I do get a little bit bored kind of sitting there sometimes trying to guide someone through a game and like, all right, press the A button, but that's just part of being a dad. So that's what we were doing on Peppa Pig last night, and it was good to see my littlest one that can play a game online, play a game, and it was all moving and pressing A. So you gotta learn the basics some way, somehow. There are some old school games that I don't. There are some old school games that I do not enjoy. Like I got that mini NES. If you know what I'm talking about, I got the mini NES and the mini Super Nintendo that they came out with a little while back, a few years ago. And it's like a mini version of the original NES and then another mini version of the Super Nintendo, the SNES. And it has little controllers. You plug it in, HDMI. Oh, NES Classic. All right. And then the SNES Classic. I have those. And those are fun, but not every game on there is really that fun. So it is good for, this is a good point, Adventure T. It is good for parties. Should we have a party, a Level Up in real life party IRL? That was originally one of my ideas starting this ministry. They are so short. I did buy some controller that are longer, but yeah, they sometimes have a slight delay. They sometimes have like Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt, I find is very fun, especially the original. Mario games are harder than the new Mario games because I can cook in Mario Odyssey but can't in the original. Yeah, and I find... Why are you retracting that message, Super Ninja? That was a good message. I like that. That was a good comment. I enjoyed that. I agree that you can cook on the original, or the newer ones, and the older ones might be a bit harder, but I am so good, honestly, at the original Mario. I have not played Super Mario Brothers 2 or Super Mario Brothers 3 very much, but I'm pretty good on Mario 3D World. But that's why I love Cuphead. I love Cuphead. It gives you that old game feel. It's extremely difficult. Yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, I get that. So, Trildan, maybe a few different older games that just aren't as exciting, something like that. You know, any of the games that are probably like, you know, if it's not as fun for me, if it's like Call of Duty is kind of one of those games where I'm having trouble having fun, to be honest. But I did like Call of Duty Warzone. I loved zombies. Loved the original Black Ops Zombies. Grew up in my college days. We'd play that on a late night, and that'd be awesome. I think that would be a great Halloween special. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. What else? What else is going on? Kino der Toten. I gotta look that up. Should I look that up? Hashtag Kino der Toten. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. Trildan, Call of Duty. Yeah. The original. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Kino der Toten, cinema, German for cinema / theater of the dead. Let's see. What can I show you from this? Black Ops. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We can show this. That was one of the zombie maps. So let me get over here. So this is like terrible resolution, but this is the outside. Oh, darn it. Not letting me look at any of it. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Anyways, I don't have any pictures per se. That's like the outside of the theater. And I don't want to accidentally... Let me make sure. Let me find a picture that's good, and then I can show it. All right. So, yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. This looks... All right. Yeah, that looks good. Let's share that. Okay. So you can see there, it's like this whole, like, old theater in Germany in World War II era. And you go into it and you're fighting all these zombies and everything and that kind of thing. You get Pack-a-Punch, you get to the you teleport to the theater, the old theater room, that kind of deal. So it's fun. I've enjoyed it. All right. It's an old theater. It's an old theater in the era of World War II, and then so you kind of go through the theater and you end up going around in a circle basically. So you're able to easily rotate. I think I made it to like level 40 or something on Keener der Toten. On Keener der Toten. I sound like such a southern hillbilly guy saying the way I say it. Keener der Toten. Yeah, anyways, I've made it like 40 on Keener der Toten with a friend. So we will have to see. But I still have the not original Xbox, sorry. I still have the Xbox 360 with the disc that goes with it. Although I may have to see if I have that on Game Pass. I don't think that is on Game Pass. But probably not. All right, but for you to make a Minecraft YouTube video, make sure to go to CurseForge and download ReplayCraft because it will give you tools to make more cinematic videos. Okay, so Adventure T is giving me some good recommendations here. So T, tell me a little bit about ReplayCraft. I don't quite get why I would want to have that in there when I can just record my screen. You know what I mean? And then isn't ReplayCraft where I have to set it up on my own ahead of time, like in the match to record it and all that? And so isn't it like more work in game? Isn't it more work in game? Minecoin, get some add-ons for one of your Minecraft videos. Well, hey, man. But you still record your screen. Okay. All right. Well, you might have to, you might have to show me that a little bit more, Adventure T. We need to chat it up on Xbox and figure all that out at some point in time here. So but thank you, and you're pointing me in the right direction. You will when you play in my world. Okay, perfect. So we got that. Let's see. Super Ninja. You can join my world right now, and I'll show you. Well, I'll have to do that later because I'm doing Ask Me Anything right now. I cannot meet that request. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm here for the questions live Q&A, okay? So got to make sure I do that first, and then we can do that later, okay? Super Ninja had a good point. I should buy some mine coins, all right? And you know mine coins cost money. So with that, we need to fund this ministry. We need to keep this ministry going. And how do you, while I'm answering questions, yeah, maybe. Well, maybe I'll consider it in a minute. Let me do some of these other things here first. All right. So you can get all mods for free. Never use mine coins. Really? Okay. Well, you'll have to all mods for free. Never use mine coins. Is that on Java? Can I get add-ons through Bedrock? Because I got to play on Bedrock. Yeah, he's on Switch. All the mods you've gotten on both. Okay. I will have to learn that from you. So my son and I at home, I have Java mods for Bedrock. You know all the stuff about Minecraft, don't you? All right. I got these two products. Okay. And you guys were so hyped about it last time, weren't you? You were so hyped about these t-shirts and hats last time. And you know what? When you make a purchase, when you buy any of those products, we get a little bit of money back. They take care of all the shipping. They take care of all the printing, the distribution, all of that. And I get about $10 per sale. And that $10 is enough for a month of Xbox Game Pass membership. Or that $10 could buy something else that leads to something additional that we use to level up in our gaming, in our community, in our faith, to make our Discord better, to make our streaming look better, to get better overlays or something like that. So be sure to consider, I mean, with your parents' permission, of course, if you are living under the umbrella of parental supervision, or with your wife if you're living in the under the umbrella of a boss there. Buy it, make it, get a t-shirt, you know. Yeah, Trill Dan knows what I'm talking about. Can I get you a hat and a t-shirt? Maybe we can do a giveaway too. We need to do other designs as well. But this is just preliminary, just putting that out there. You'll get your money back. My money will go toward the ministry. I'll be donating to my own ministry. I don't actually personally make any money from this ministry, by the way. But it's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, any other questions? Anything you want to know about leveling up in your gaming? We've talked a lot about gaming today. Leveling up in your faith or in your life. Remember the Know Your Bible Challenge for the month of June. June is almost over. It is John 16:33. We remember the words of Jesus and the words of Jesus to his disciples in the last days or moments of his life is, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world. Brent Neal with the question. All right. Your birthday is on a lunchbox. Well, your birthday, Super Ninja, I'm pretty sure is in July. I'm trying to pretend not to know you and your real identity to protect you. But I just lost 8 pounds sweating. Yeah, no worries, man. So the July schedule may be different than the June schedule because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take what I've learned in June and put that into July. I definitely feel like the Level Up ministry so far. Let's highlight this. chat, this little question. All right. A great picture, by the way, Brent Neal. I love seeing you on that bicycle going fast. You look like you're going 100 miles per hour in that picture. So, which would make sense because you lost 8 pounds sweating. So, I'm going to make a schedule for July. Actually, Gunga Din is, if you play Call of Duty, I don't know that anyone on here right at this moment plays Call of Duty. Gunga Din was in the Twitch chat earlier. I don't know if he's lurking. Not always much of a chatter. He's more of a lurker. He's a good lurker, though. He's a good stream supporting lurker. I do know that, Super Ninja. So there are a lot of people, especially the age of high school, that play Call of Duty. And if LeveLUp wants to reach more people in that age range, I think that that's a good place to go. So LeveLUp, my mentality has always been, let's go to what people are already doing, as long as we are cool with that. And I am cool with video games. They are pretend. I don't put too much stock in that. Yes, and a lot of people have very loose rules about what they monitor in terms of age of their kids and what games they're allowed to play, which I do think is wild. My dad was pretty strict on me, so like when I was old enough for him to allow me to play Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, I was stoked. And I play those games all the time. So, and that's just what people play. That's just the reality. So, we are teaming up with Gunga Din, who is already an avid streamer on Twitch, and we are gonna make it Twitch only, so that way it's not as easily accessible. But he is gonna start a Thursday Call of Duty stream. He's gonna try to stream almost every Thursday if he's able to at 5, from like 5 to 7, Call of Duty streaming. He might blast some worship music and just chat it up, be a community that's positive, that's helping each other, encouraging each other, leveling up in our gaming, our faith, our life. Now you really need to get on Twitch. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So they're off for the summer, but thought about promoting the ministry at the Scout stuff on campus. There are more than 100 kids at those every Monday. That is a great idea, Brent, and that's the other step. So a couple big steps. So I got a little pimple thing there. Sorry, that's a little too much information, probably. So a couple things that I'm thinking in terms of LeveLUp's future is, one, growing our network of streamers, of gamers. Obviously we got something going with Gunga Din because I'm basically tapped out right now in terms of my capacity. And that's the hard part. And just creating a network of people like Adventure T, he's willing to help edit some videos. The more people we can get to kind of help sort of fuel the machine, if you will, the more effective, more content we're able to push out, more streams we're able to do, the more people we're going to be able to reach, and the better we can build up this community. Because that's one thing I've learned in June, is that more means better engagement. Right now, more does not necessarily mean everyone liked the video. There's only 2 likes. It's okay, Super Ninja. You don't have to, you don't have to get a bunch of likes on the live streams. I think the main thing is just getting subscribers, hitting that subscriber count on YouTube. Really, one of my goals. Yeah. No, of course. I don't think you understand what the like button does. Right, yeah. So I think for me, it's, the next step is doing more marketing opportunities like you're talking about, Brent, where I go and talk to different people that are probably already into gaming and things like that, saying, hey, here's a place that is safe for you and your kids. All right, Trill Dan's saying quality over quantity, and there's a balance there. There's definitely a balance there. So that's why I would say, like, we want to increase our network, because this is always meant to be more than just even Level Up HTX, which I think, yes, is still the name of our YouTube channel. So it's always been meant to be more than just Houston. We are in the Houston area. I don't think that's like too much of a surprise or too bad of a thing to say on live stream. We are in Houston. You can pretty easily figure that out. But one of the things I've always been wanting to do and not gotten around to doing is actually just talking to certain parents and having them like, hey, who's one person that you can share this with? And kind of just doing a marketing campaign, getting a website so that, like, if someone's a parent and they want to check this out for their kid before they go on, then they have more information than just the social media is good for young people. It's not good for parents. So I understand, like, Facebook's good for parents, website's better for parents, or a grandparent, because I've had a lot of grandparents that want to send this to their kid or grandkid, and they don't know what to do because they don't quite. That's one thing, is like, people don't understand how I can live stream at the same time and play video games at the same time, and also talk about Jesus and following him and talk about scripture and incorporate all of it together. A lot of people don't get that. Even people that are younger than me, they're like, wait, how does that work? So it's kind of a newer concept in some ways to many, many different people. So trying to get that out there, letting the people that monitor the kids or young people, we need to be able to reach them and inform them about what this is all about. So talking to churches in the area, talking to scouts or different groups. I've gone to some of the elementary schools in the area or intermediate schools in the area and talked to them, and it kind of advertised that way. So just different things. So I talked to someone at another part of Texas, and we might do some partnership there. I talked to a friend of mine who's in Ohio. We might do some partnership there. So increasing our network. So with the number of people involved in making this community happen. And then also increasing the amount of marketing that we are doing, the amount of promotion, and giving even more clarity to what Level Up is all about. Because even I have kind of just, spitballed or thrown stuff at the wall to see what sticks. We're kind of in that stage right now of kind of seeing what sticks, learning about different things. And that's been helpful. That's been good. But I think, like, we're at the stage where you just need a booth and a giant banner at the National Youth Gathering. Easy. Yeah, right. But I think, like, things like that, like, someone was dreaming big with me. A mentor of mine was dreaming big with me, and he's like, oh, just imagine next time there's a youth gathering, you'll be up there streaming and all these things. And that's crazy. I would love to do something like that. I do feel sometimes a little bit of that imposter syndrome, because I don't know that I'm I'm just the kind of the average guy in some ways not, but I would like to get to that point. What a really big deal for me, Brent, honestly, is getting to that 500 subscriber count. And it's been a hard balance trying to figure out, okay, how much do we give? How much time do we give to this ministry here that's really a side ministry in some ways? Or bring flyers to Honduras with me. I could, yeah. And that's something Mr. Beast does. Is he gets someone to, like, what does he do? He basically gets his videos translated into a bunch of different languages, and it just increases his views. He has like multiple channels of Mr. Beast, and each channel is like one different language. So But anyways, all dreams start somewhere, Austin Reed says. All it takes is one step forward. Right. I dare everybody to click on that, says Adventure TMC says. And no one knows what you're talking about. I don't know what link you're talking about. A Spanish stream. You'll coach me up, Trill Dan, yeah. So, and that's another thing. Like, we can always find more ways to reach more people, but get to that 5. If we can get to that, that's a huge next step. Is no, the link isn't going through. Yeah, it is actually. Brent Neal has a great point here. No such thing as a side ministry. The Spirit works wherever God's will, as long as you're still answering your vocation. This is additive. It's not a side thing. You're right. And I should talk about it in that way. It is additive. It is not a side thing. The hard part is that it is one part of my overall ministry that I also have to make sure I'm allocating the right amount of time to care, to outreach. And this is kind of in that area, outreach, to preschool ministry, to all the kind of the every week sort of things that come with being a pastor or visiting people. Because I am a pastor in the traditional parish setting kind of deal, the traditional church building kind of environment, organization. And so with that, there comes the tyranny of the urgent in some ways. And so something like this, I am incredibly blessed to be at a place where I can do this during the workday. I am streaming to you right now at my office. And yes, Austin Reed, you can still ask me questions. That's kind of what this whole thing is about. But we kind of got off on different sidetracks and things like that. Adventure T and Austin through SMP so that you have more time. I know, right? Vids and play. Pretty much. So, but that's why, like, as much as I want, sometimes I want to be like, yeah, I'm this cool streamer dude. I'm this cool guy, And there's some of that there, of course. Like, someone has to pioneer, someone has to lead the way. But I also know realistically, Level Up, if it wants to become the vision that I have for it in mind, or that I have in mind for it to become, then it's got to be more than just about me or about one guy, right? Yeah. Yep, for sure. So we can figure all of that out. So I think it's definitely some marketing and some network growing, some partnerships, things like that, and just continuing to stay as consistent as we can, improving a little bit at a time as we are able to, as we go on. So yeah, that's what I'd say there. So that's kind of the next step. So we're going to schedule July. Then once school time comes around, we will have to kind of determine what our streaming schedule is going to be for, like, during the school year, that kind of thing. What's some big promotions? Another idea, before I get to Austin Reed's question, is another thing I've thought about, and I want to put this out there, is I've thought about kind of having two separate types of streams. So one is a live stream where the main goal is just community engagement while I'm playing this game. So I'm playing Fortnite, that kind of deal, and maybe we have a special guest on the show, and it's mainly for, like, the people viewing are there to see the game and interact with the streamer and the guest on the show, on the live stream at that time, typing, chatting it up, that kind of thing. That the kind of, that would be like kind of the ordinary stream. And then maybe a separate thing where we play online together. So right now we kind of have combined both, where we we live stream and play online together because that's what y'all wanted to do. You wanted to play with me while we were live, and that's a cool thing. I agree. But I wondered if maybe we should have a stream where one of the goals is to play together online, and then a stream where the main goal is like chat engagement, and that's where we do a lot of the the spiritual conversations, the Know Your Bible challenges, the things like that, because then our focus is more on kind of the content and interacting and leveling up in our faith and our life at the same time, and then the community time is more like us gaming together. Yeah, the play together one you'd be doing right now with me, teaching you about replay craft. Yeah, and I thought about doing a segment, a little stream or something, like teach me how. Like someone like Adventure T teaches me how, and that's the stream. We learn how to do stuff, right? All right, so we got lots of stuff coming in here. Austin Reed said, if you could have dinner with one person from the Bible except Jesus. Oh, bro, except Jesus? Who would it be and why? Well, I do like Brent Neal's comment about Elisha had a giant barbecue. Victory, for what it's worth. Yep. And all right, Super Ninja said Peter. That's a good one. I've also thought about I thought maybe Paul would be a good one too, because he saw the resurrected Jesus like very late in Jesus's resurrection appearances. But I think, you know what? I'd probably go with dinner. Well, it's not so much about the dinner. I'd want to do either John or Thomas, because I can really relate to Thomas. And Thomas was there. He stuck his finger in Jesus' side and his hands and all that. But John was there on the day that Jesus rose from the dead. And John also lived to see the visions from Revelation. He lived the longest. So I think I'm going to go with John. That for sure is my final answer. Yep, John. John the Baptist, Wild Honey, and asking about baptizing Jesus. That's pretty good. That's good. Yep. That would have been pretty cool. But so I'm going to go and say, because John, the disciple, John, was at the baptism of Jesus. He was at the transfiguration. He was at the resurrection, and he was the only one to receive that vision that we get the whole book of Revelation from. So I think I'm going to go with John. Although originally I would say that John was my favorite book, but I think I like Matthew just a little bit better in terms of the book, reading the gospel, that kind of thing. But that has nothing to do with the person and wanting to have dinner with them. So anyways, yeah, Super Ninja had a good one that he would choose Peter because, Peter, because he would ask him questions about Jesus and how amazing it was to see Jesus do miracles. So same could be said of John or any of the 12 disciples, really. It'd be interesting to have a dinner with Judas. So there you go. So that would all be very interesting. Yeah, I should have Mr. Beast play a game with me. P.S. You should pay him, because if you don't, he'll probably say no. Oh, man, so humbling. That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah, and very true. All right, Brent Neal would want to talk to Methuselah. Dude literally lived like 12 lifetimes. That's one thing. Imagine all the hills he walked up both ways when he was younger. Oh, final. 3 teams left. Have your teammate's card. You have a crown. Okay. Final 5. Okay. 3 teams left. You have your teammate's card. You have a crown. Do you go for the revive, bring your teammate in for the win, or do you go for exotic gun and try to clutch up? You can only do one. So there's final 5, 3 teams left. So is it a squad? Three teams left. Don't lie. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. Duos. Okay, duos. Okay. So let's pretend it's me and Austin Reed. Duos. So 5 teams left. Or no, five people, 5 teams left. So it's a 1v2v2. And I have his card. Bro. It depends, man. But probably the way I'm playing right now, I'd probably go exotic gun and try to clutch up. But I'm always up for a risky revive. I really do like a risky revive. And I have a crown. Yeah, I'd probably try to wait it out, try to third party a little bit, get that crown victory. All right, then don't sell the bread. Oh, man. Leaving you to watch and eat your candy. No wonder I have gained so much weight. Nah, man. You know who's died way more times than you lately in Fortnite? Yeah. We won't talk about that much longer. Trill Dan says he'd eat with the Elijah or Enoch. Dudes never died. Yep. So Elijah would be a good one. Brent Neal was saying that. I just saw one of those AI clips that did the whole Elijah sequence with the prophets of Baal and all that. So, yep. Yeah, that's wild, man. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's almost time. It's almost time to go. All right, Among Us, your buddy tells you to follow him to another room. 1 imposter left. Do you trust him? Well, not anymore, because I learned my lesson the hard way on our mini marathon, trusting you. I didn't even think about it. I don't know why I didn't even think about it. I was just having fun. Just go and check that clip out. I might have to retitle that clip, tag that clip. I don't know why it didn't get much views, but a lot of times my views kind of on shorts get easily hundreds of views on shorts. I saw one where Jesus was in the tomb. He said, "Still day 2, no snacks or Wi-Fi." Yeah. So some of those obviously are completely inaccurate, but it's just kind of interesting, kind of puts you into that world and remember that these were people. Yeah. So, yes, he laughed out loud when it happened. We've gotten a lot of views on that live stream. More views on that live stream than any other live stream so far, I think. Almost, except for maybe when we started. But, yeah. So, that was fun. That mini marathon was fun. I think next time we're going to have to do like 6-hour marathon, and then we might graduate to 12-hour marathon, and then at some point we might have to do like 24-hour. That would be wild. But Austin Reed, appreciate the love, brother. I appreciate your love, your support. I appreciate that so much. What are my thoughts on the Serbian history in the Bible? We have a new chatter. Mask Vincible. Welcome, Mask Vincible. On the Serbian history in the Bible? I'm not sure if I know the Serbian history in the Bible. I know. You're Serbian? I just ask. Okay, I don't know. I'd have to look into that a lot more than just answering it randomly at the end of my stream. Maybe. Like and subscribe, my friend. Welcome, though. Welcome to the Level Up community. Good having you here. So let's check you out, man. Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am not aware of, I don't know it off the top of my head. So I would have to look into that. But that is a good question. I will kind of look into that and then get to that maybe next time if I do. I know there's Persian, there's Assyrian. I don't know how that relates to Serbian so much off the top of my head. So I'd have to kind of make those connections together. But I'd be interested. That's an interesting topic, so not bad. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. No worries. I'm just now ending. I'm about to end. It's all good. So no need to apologize. I appreciate you chatting it up and commenting. Want to highlight this comment from Austin Reed. I appreciate the love, Austin Reed. Sure, bye. Have a good day. You too, Mask Vincible. You have a good day as well, brother. Go with God. All right. Austin Reed says, best streamer out there. Trill Dan agrees. That's a high. I appreciate that. Praying for this ministry and knowing it will do big things. Keep the passion alive. And that is what we will do. That is what we will do. We will keep the passion alive. We will keep it going. If any of you want to contribute to this ministry in any way, shape, or form, whether that's promoting, that's pretty easy to do, or if that's contributing, making graphics, editing videos, doing different things, different projects, you just let me know. You send me a DM in Discord or Xbox app, whichever you have. Hi, Beans. Hey, welcome, Beans. Or on social media. Yeah, Friday stream. Oh, yeah. Friday stream, Mr. Austin Reed, the greatest Fortnite player in the world, according to him, and maybe myself, I might concede that, is going to be streaming for me because I will be away at a basketball game, and it will be so exciting. I'm going to see Caitlin Clark on Friday. It's going to be awesome. So Austin Reed is going to, I might have to cancel that Minecraft because I'm going to be away on Saturday morning. I might have to get somebody to, stream for me on Minecraft. So a few minutes ago, I literally said your Fortnite skills are falling off. Yes, my Fortnite skills are falling off at the, nah, man, Caitlin Clark of Fortnite. Well, right now, I'm the Caitlin Clark of Fortnite because, you know why? Because I'm all assist, no shots, no points. Yeah. So anyways, excited for Sunday. What's Sunday? But anyways, so yeah, we will have to figure that out. But Austin Reed is streaming for me, and appreciate the love, all the support, all those things. Let's see. What else was I going to say? I was going to say one other thing. I'm not entirely sure. Be sure, consider buying one of our, I'm not going to be gone on Sunday. I will be here on Sunday. Consider, oh yeah, the FIFA one. I totally forgot. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. That's the problem with doing a schedule. You put the schedule out, you got to stick to the schedule, but it's a good experience, man. Yeah, be sure to consider, it's in the chat link. Maybe I'll put it in the, should add characters from video games to your merch to make it more lively and get copyright infringement. That's a good way to do that. There's lots of different ideas. Just got to get around to it. I think different Bible verse, things like that. Cool things. So if you want to contribute in any way, whether making graphics for T-shirts or change the art style. Oh, okay. Interesting. We will see. That's a good idea. So maybe you should, or at least put my Minecraft skin on it. Yeah. A picture of the greatest Fortnite player in the world to the shirts. Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea too. That's a good idea. So if you want to make graphics, if you want to edit, if you want to give me ideas for a video to do, like if you're like, hey, I think this would be awesome. We're not going to be able to do everything. We're not going to be able to do every idea or include everything. But if you just let me know what skills you want to provide, what way you want to contribute, let me know. Because we can always it's always better when we're together. It's more than just about LeveLUpPastor, though I will say there's only LeveLUpPastor is a great name for being recognized online, because there is literally no other LeveLUpPastor out there. There's no LeveLUpPastor. Like, it is. If I go and make a website, there's no LeveLUpPastor.com. There's LeveLUp. There's LeveLUpGG.GGs. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll figure it out. So that's the challenge. It's like, well, I'm LeveLUpPastor. There is at your church. Yeah. I'm saying I'm the only LeveLUpPastor. And so that's like a incredibly effective name to have online, but I don't want to make it just about LeveLUpPastor. It's about Level Up. So anyways, the dilemmas, the questions, the challenges of ministry. That is A-okay. I need likes for trolls. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Ask Me Anything, and we are so blessed. We are so blessed. So we will keep it going. We do have Lunchbox tomorrow. We'll probably play Among Us, maybe some murder mystery. We will see. I have no idea. I will just kind of roll with it, see what happens. So we will see you on the next one. Be sure to give us a share, promote. That's one of the best ways you can support our ministry. If you are not able to buy a T-shirt, but buy a T-shirt or a hat if you can. But just promote us, talk us up, give us all that love, that positivity online, and send a sponsor my way. That would be awesome. And be sure to put that notification bell on YouTube or on Twitch so that you are notified. Whenever we go live, because that will be more of a factor in the coming days, especially the month of July. So it's been a great summer so far. Love all of you. Appreciate the encouragement, all the questions today. Appreciate the love. That's my new sponsor. All right, great. How much are they paying me? We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.